This is Strangeland. It's the newest adventure game from WadJetEye, who are, I don't know, there's not a lot of people in the world that are making adventure games right now, but these folks, they've survived this long and risen to the top for a reason. They really know what they're doing, and I've heard very good things about this game. They come up with really clever twists on the adventure game formula and really clever stories to tell that always, I just always find them unusually compelling. So let's give this a try. Let's skip how to play. Let's assume this is like a normal adventure game and just get into it. Already loving the soundtrack.
I don't want to tell you a joke. I don't want to tell you anything at all. But you know the problem with me? I never could keep my big mouth shut.
Yeah. Okay, right click to examine things. Everything else is left clicking.
Not very inviting.
Tell me about it.
It's an ad for Nepenthe. It reads, "Quaff, oh quaff, this fine Nepenthe. Win a bottle today at the shooting gallery."
Yeah. Arrows. I wonder what they mean.
Looks like they really want me to go in.
I'm trying to figure out the best place to stick me. I guess if I'm walking around on the lower part of the screen, I should be up here.
Not very inviting.
Yeah. So, okay, looks like this is going to be a Nightmare Carnival Insane Asylum type scenario. I mean, I'm wearing a straitjacket. Who knows where I really am? Huh?
Wait!
Goodbye, my love.
She's gone.
Not gone, Querent. Nearly dead. Again and again she comes to this well, to weep and leap at the sound of the shriek. Which of you will save the other?
Okay, I feel like I should turn my light off for this game. I'm just a little bit too bright for the mood.
It's a coin-operated fortune teller called Murmur the Magnificent. I need to put in a quarter.
I need to find a quarter.
It's a long way down, but I could give it a shot.
Listen, the thing you have to understand is, this is all your fault. You miss all the obvious signs. You let everything slip through your fingers. And you're no good at fixing things. That's why she's dead. That's why you're here. Right? Anyway, I'll call again later. But if you need help, and you will need help, please hang up and press 0 to dial your operator.
Wait!
Wow, okay, cool.
He sounded just like me.
He did? What?
What happened?
So one of my favorite things in adventure games like this is when, you it's 2D animated, right? So you get a limited amount of animations. You can't just do you've just done the animation of him, materializing back in his straitjacket. You're not going to be able to do, afford at every moment like this to do something like, animating him looking around. And so you just animate him just rotating. Like you just say, hey, face right, face left. And there's something about that actually makes it more amusing than if they had actually, done an animation. Like you kind of get the vibe of it a little bit more. I don't know why.
Not this again. Here's one for you. Man sitting in his doctor's office. Doc says, and now here's the good news. Man says, Doc, you didn't even tell me the bad news. Doc says, not this again.
Not sure I got that one. I had a tutorial again. That was odd.
I need to deposit a coin first.
Everything costs coins. I don't have any coins.
I knew you'd call. See, this isn't our first ride on the merry-go-round. And even though I can't hear you, I'll always know what you need. You need her. What's killing her? Can you stop it? Can you even face it?
All right. There's some symbols on the ground. Oh, wait, is this just the... Oh, okay. I haven't been here yet. Oh. Call 431.
431. It's been torn off after the first 3 digits.
Okay, got it. It's not call 431. It's call a proper phone number. Got it. 431. All right. This seems like it might be electrified. Like maybe I can't go this way.
Welcome to the mysteries of the deep, home of the luminous stream maid.
Oh, what? Save? Sure. Sure.
The vitriolic sea star, and the oleaginous black swan.
Oh, okay. So I thought, when I brought my cursor up to the top, I thought that this was... I didn't realize that I had actually brought this up myself. I thought this had come up automatically. So that's why I was like, is it telling me I need to save? But no, I just did that by accident. So...
It's a big switch in the on position.
What? What's happening?
Looks like it's electrified.
How about I just... That's kind of what I thought.
That was electrifying.
Wait. What's over... Was there an object on the ground?
Crow's flying along. Sees a crab eating some lady. Crow squawks, "What are you doing? She's not even dead yet." Crab scuttles off. Next day, Crow's flying along, sees the crab's at it again. "I thought I told you to scram," he says. Crab says, "Take another look." Crow looks at the lady and just says, "Carry on." Get it?
Carry on. Yeah. Carrion. Okay, yes. Why is it giving me the tutorial each time? Let's see if there's stuff I
It
missed.
says not all attractions are suitable to all ages. Visitors are encouraged to exercise judgment. Pretty vague as warnings go.
Cog says this might get even less views than Naruto Boy. You think? This game is bizarre. It's definitely catering to a niche audience, but the thing it doesn't have is that feature that lets you just sort of highlight, like holding Alt down or something, and just highlight everything that's interactive. You have to actually pixel hunt.
A large crow.
Raven.
What?
Hello?
Sticks and stones will make me groan, but words will never move me.
Going to throw something at this raven? Oh, there's an exit this way. Oh, what?
Just steam. Whoever built this place certainly doesn't trust me to find my own way. I need to put something on it first.
This game is just all mysteries at first.
A huge furnace with 83 painted on it.
That is my name, 83.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I just happened to raise my cursor to the top of the screen when something was going on, and that's why the menu suddenly popped up at the end. Okay, now I understand what was up there.
There was a golden-haired woman who threw herself down a well.
The bellows gasped on the day she was made.
What's that anvil for?
Like the bear that licks its cub into shape with a tongue of fire, I forge from ore upon the anvil whatever thing I wish.
Can you make something for me?
I can make anything. Bring me a work order and lay your metal upon the anvil.
Okay.
What are you?
I am the fire that burns the impure.
All right.
Goodbye.
You have said so before.
Yeah, I would not have guessed there was an exit there if it didn't have an arrow, so, I believe it.
It's a spinning rocket ride. Only not spinning or rocketing, and you can't ride it.
Ah, what?
It's chewing on a piece of metal? It's a telescope. Doesn't even require a quarter. What the? Ah! That's it! That shadow! That's what's making that sound. That's what's killing her. I have to destroy it.
Okay.
It's not operational.
Okay, so past the dog is the only way over here.
Nice doggy. Any closer and it'll attack me.
All right, am I missing anything else?
What an idiot grin. Looks like they start up ahead.
Okay. So I've got an inventory. So far, I haven't found a single thing I can pick up. That metal seems like it'll be important to this.
Just steam.
Oh, and there's an exit up this way. Okay. Where does this take me? There's an arrow to the left. Let's look to the right first.
Who's there? Did you scare off those nice doves? Come closer. Let me hear you.
Sticks and stones will make me groan.
Yeah, I've heard it before. His eyes, they're gone.
But my ears are just fine, stranger.
Who are you?
I'm afraid I don't rightly know. I'm just an old fool who can hardly remember what he's read, much less who he is. I do recall a book that said, each is his own judge. That might just have to do.
There was a golden-haired woman who threw herself down a well.
No sickness is worse to one who is wise than to lack the longed-for love.
Where are we?
I wish I could tell you. The man who stands at a strange threshold should be cautious before he crosses it. I read that once, I think.
What are you writing?
The same things I've written 1,000 times before. After all, an act can lose meaning if you do it often enough.
Did you mention doves?
Yes, I feed them as they flutter by. I find it soothes my mind. Are they here?
Sure they're here.
Ah, then let me find a crust of bread.
Meat.
Abstraction.
Scrap of meat.
I'd rather think of it as bread for the doves.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I don't have to open my inventory separately. I can just cycle. I can just scroll the wheel to cycle to the item in my inventory I want to use.
Loathsome.
I'm surprised I've never seen that before in an adventure game. That's so clever. Now, I mean, it just works so well in my head now that I've seen it. But it's not like I thought of it before, so that's cool.
Can you write me a work order?
No, I only write what I've written before. The words stuck in my mind, and the lost words the raven finds.
Can you tell me anything about Murmur the Magnificent?
Wise and weighty be the word of his mouth, and his head was too good to bury, whatever that means. I'd say I can't make heads or tails of it, but then I'm not much one for puns.
I keep hearing a terrible shriek. What is it?
The dark thing.
What is the dark thing?
A shadow locked away up there, festering. Some boils are better left unlanced.
I don't know if that's really a saying.
What happened to your eyes?
I fed them to a raven. He said it would bring me wisdom.
Seems like a bad move.
Goodbye.
Joy to him who has understood. Delight to those who have listened.
There's nothing on them but nonsense.
Classroom.
A noose. I wonder how it got there.
You were the one who tied it there. Tried hanging yourself. Did it make you any wiser?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
That's why I write things down, you know. So as not to remember.
Don't you mean to forget?
Yes, I do mean to forget.
That actually is why I write things down too, because, you know, if I have to try to hold everything in my head, that's stressful. It's like one of the biggest sources of stress for me in my job is that there's so many...
Cytotoxic.
Shut up, Raven. There's so many different things that I have to sort of be aware of and keep in my mind that it can sort of pile up and just make me feel like I'm losing track of things all the time. And so I constantly take notes of everything I'm doing so that I can forget them and not worry about them and know I'll come back to them later.
It's a you.
Ahem. It is the you.
Okay.
It's an empty bird bath.
It had water once. But the deeper he drinks, the dimmer grows the mind of many a man.
Childhood.
This raven just keeps saying random words. It's freaking me out. Alright, let's go this way. So I've got the meat. I'm intending to use that meat on the dog.
Step right up, step right up. Win yourself a bottle of Nepenthe, the brew that puts a bullet in all your bad thoughts.
Ugh. But I'm going to explore everything I can first.
I imagine I need to use the gun. There's no latch, and the edges are too tight for me to pull it off with just my fingers.
Alright, let's try this, I guess. What do you bet it'll be unfair?
Let's get you one hit, and one hit's all it takes to bring blessed sleep.
I guess I need to be faster, or they need to be slower.
Okay,
or
so
something.
I was trying to figure out what... I don't understand what the rules are. So I was like...
Step right up, step right up.
Do I need to shoot them while they're glowing? I was sort of sitting there waiting for one to glow so I could shoot it right as it glowed. But maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'm supposed to like try to hit each one that glows as it glows, like right afterwards. And I saw the recoil. I wasn't sure if that was saying that my gun was like deliberately off and I was only shooting in the final position after the recoil, or if the recoil was just to get me off the target so I couldn't rapid fire shoot it again.
I imagine I need to use the gun.
Right. Let's do this again. Okay.
Try again.
So now that I've gotten a couple right,
Step right up, step right up.
I understand how it
imagine
works.
I need to use the gun.
I keep forgetting to hit the gun button. It's silly. Obviously, I know what I want. I was one
Still
shy.
too damn fast for me. If only there were some way to slow them down.
I got real close that time. I think it might have cheated on the last one. I'm not sure. I'm going to try again. Oh. Maybe I'm not. Okay, here we go. I might be able to actually pull this off. I don't know if... I assume there must be a way for me to slow it down and make it easier, but... Oops. So I was just guessing each time I put the cursor on the thing right before it lit up, I was just guessing. I wonder if they were helping me.
Please!
It's empty now.
Okay. Well, we've done it. What? Oh, the phone.
Now you're wondering, am I losing my mind? No, you're finding it. You've hidden a hard grain of truth beneath smooth layers of lies. A masquerade of metaphors. Here's a metaphor for you. Your mind is a matryoshka. It's just you, and you And you, and you, and you. And we're here to open you up.
Okay. Well, I've got meat for the dog, which I guess will give me the metal. I don't have a work order, but it also will give me access to go further left in that area. So maybe there's more to it there. Hey, dog. Okay, dang it. Hey, you want a drink, dog?
Never met a dog that would take its medicine straight.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Huh. Let's try something. Let's see if we can get some more meat from that old guy. What? No, 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 no. We don't need to see this again.
Please don't!
Is she just gonna do that randomly, periodically?
Seizures.
Seizures?
So, could I have some more meat? I mean, bread? For the doves. I should pick it up first.
Oh, that's the thing I can do? Okay, hold on. Pick it up. And then in my inventory, let's combine these.
A knockout marinade.
Marinade? Wait, who says marinade? Look, either it's marinade or it's marinade. Or like marinade, or I don't know, is it? That's probably a French word, isn't it? So it's marinade. It's never marinade. Like, that's not a thing. Oh, this guy's a poser. All right, dog.
His eyes looked happy.
It's the one good thing to happen so far in this story.
Some carny left himself a to-do list taped to the wall in here. Too many winners. Turn up the skull speed. Shut down MOTD. Starfish keeps spitting acid on guests. Find something for Ozzy to chew on. Beware of dog. Thanks, guys.
All right. Is this exit the only thing we can do? Let's go.
Hey, stranger.
What?
Shh. We're supposed to be men.
What?
Who are you?
Well, we're sure not Valkyries. Don't let that sign confuse you.
And we're not fates, neither, just because there's 3 of us.
That's more Murmur's thing.
We're not weird sisters. Even we are strange. After all, you're strangers still.
What's with the masks?
Everyone wears them.
You got one too.
What?
We all have a role to play.
And in this story, there's only room for one woman.
That's why we've got to be guys.
What?
What do you mean I'm wearing a mask?
Oh, come on, stranger. You don't really think you escaped from some sanitarium sporting a retro straitjacket and movie star stubble?
We all dress our best to fit what we think the world wants.
And in a strange land, it suits a man to be estranged.
All right.
I met an old scribe under a tree.
Ugh, he's the worst. His handwriting's terrible. I wanted A3 to make me a gaggle of bagels. And you don't even want to guess what I wound up with when I showed him the note that old man wrote.
All right. So that does indicate that that old man is capable of writing work orders, but maybe I don't want any of the work orders hit right.
Where am I?
Well, stranger, I have a feeling you're not in Kansas anymore.
Ugh, come on. Enough with the one-liners.
Fine. You're at wit's end.
Just cut the poor guy a break.
All right then. We'll call it the breaking point.
Don't let that old crab get you down. Remember what they say. Home is where the heart is.
What can you tell me about Murmur?
He's got a head for prophecies.
There was a golden-haired woman who...
The woman.
There's only one of them in your story.
We won't judge.
Can you tell me anything about her?
She's trying to save you.
You need to find her.
You're kind of a Hansel in distress.
Hansel in distress.
What's the deal with that Valkyrie ride?
The ride of the Valkyrie, technically.
A one-way ticket up.
But where's the coaster car?
Haven't you ever heard of calling a ride?
Do you know anything about the dark thing?
I'm scared of the dark.
While I wait for the dusk.
You'll find out soon enough.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Are these two different exits or just one big exit over here? I don't know. Can I go over here?
Valkyrie. It must be the name of the ride, but I don't see any cars.
I don't see anything to interact with either.
It looks like this is where I would get on the tracks, but there's no train here, and no way I can walk up them.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. The fact that I walk diagonally makes me think that is the only exit. Okay, so what do I have that's new? I've got this empty bottle, and I've got a spike. Actually, I wonder if the spike was a way I could have manipulated that target game.
Forging the metal is 8-3's job, not mine.
Okay, so once I put this down here, I can't get it up, which means I think it couldn't possibly be the solution to any of my other problems.
Maybe I can make something from it. I really need you to make me something.
You can bring me an order, or you can burn.
All right.
What can you tell me about the dark thing?
It should have been burnt away, but the fire did no more than shrink it for a time.
Hey there, Picey Bear.
Goodbye.
You have said so before.
Okay. So I've got that spike sitting on the anvil. I wonder if I can get hints from this payphone.
Like I said, you miss everything.
Sorry.
Try dying again. And this time, pay attention before you return to the park.
Okay. It's funny, my audience makes fun of me for missing a lot of stuff too. I already read this flyer, right? Right, 431 stuff. And I've seen an 8-3, if I need another number. I don't think there's much I can...
That's not going to work.
Maybe I can throw the bottle at the lever. Hey, let's try dying again and pay attention. Sure.
No need to try that again.
Oh, okay. Dang it. I'm literally considering, like, killing my character again to see if there really is something that I missed. Nice of them to fade it out after a certain amount of time instead of making me walk the entire way. Let's jump in a well. Okay, I'm looking around. Is there something I'm supposed to catch? I've got an eyeball. And I'm turning into some kind of other blinky eyeball. So, okay.
Still just me and these rocks.
Right. So, as I was walking out of this area before, I did notice these rocks. I was like, ooh, I wonder if that's something I could pick up, and then I couldn't backtrack. So, I think that was a legit hint coming from the operator saying, die and pay attention. Not to the death sequence, but to what I have when I land.
Strangeland. A bit on the nose.
Yes, thank you. I was having the same thought.
Kid staring at heaven when suddenly there's this stabbing pain in his eye. Can't stop himself from crying. And everywhere he looks, everything's ugly, dirty, dark. Kid runs to the doctor and the doc checks him out. Doc says, well, Kai, problem is you've got a little shard in there. Kai looks at him and says, but Doc, you've got a whole mirror in yours.
Not quite sure I get that one. Trying hard. So yeah, the tank is using my Jeffrey's not reading the chat emoji right now and saying that is one of the best utility emojis anyone's come up with. Thank you. I felt like it was appropriate for my stream as well. But yeah, the fact that I needed to give a Jeffrey's ignoring the chat emoji to my audience does indicate that maybe, you know, you don't notice enough things is a fair criticism of me, both as a player and as a character. So I've got some rocks. Can I throw a rock down the well?
Pretty long way down.
Hey, that's an old raven trick. Trying to float her body up to where you can get it, huh? Won't work. Believe me, I've tried it. There's no water down there. Just roots and darkness.
Oh yeah? Here you go.
All right, I'll talk.
So, who or what are you?
I just am. Because I think.
Where are we?
Baked in a pie, I'd guess.
Do you just sit there, watching every time that woman kills herself?
Aw, don't get so bent out of shape. That little slip and fall didn't do her any harm.
What can you tell me about the dark thing?
I'm a raven, not a rat. Go ask somebody else.
What, that was it?
Goodbye.
All right, well, I got another raven to talk to at least.
Bannies.
Yeah, so one of the challenges of an adventure game like this is like you need to always leave at least a crack of a door open for the player. They have to have a sense that there is there's something they haven't tried yet. If you let them get into a position where they feel like they've tried every single possible thing, then you've kind of lost them. They're likely to give up. So let's see if this guy will respond to my rock.
Let me line this shot up.
What?
My beak.
Beak?
What?
My wing.
Huh? Wing?
My claws!
Did you say claws?
Okay. So I think I just had the 3 options: head, body, and legs. Okay. So it looks like I can pick up a piece of paper that this guy's written that says the word wing, beak, or claws. And then I can get 83 to make that thing? Why would I need a wing, a beak, or claws?
This could be useful.
Wife.
Okay, so he's just saying random words, and this guy's writing the words down. Okay. I've got no idea what might be useful in this case, but let's try something. Claws.
To make fitting claws will take more than that, Neopin.
Okay. I can't make claws. Good to know. But... oh, don't do this. No, stop it.
Stop!
Exactly. No. Okay, so it looks like maybe I can actually just grab all of the words. I thought I had to, like, commit to one, but I can probably get him to say the Raven to say the other words.
Neoplasm.
Neoplasm? What's that?
My beak.
Beak?
So one of the challenges of an adventure game is trying to create
Anniversary.
The path of least resistance for an adventure game is just to make a series of lock and key puzzles, right? It's like you find an object fits in place, and that's it.
Hospital.
And so you can kind of brute force a lot of adventure games just by running around picking up every possible object and then using it on every possible thing. Trying to find ways to make that process interesting and feel different is really, really hard. And like this thing where I'm getting it to say different words.
Toenails.
And then picking up papers with those words on it. It's not that different from other adventure game things, but it's different.
Constellation.
It's different enough that I feel clever figuring it out.
My wing.
Huh? Wing?
Well, why is that? What is it doing?
It's illegible.
G is the cruelest letter for a blind man to write.
Condolences.
I've got claws, beak, but I don't have wing. Let's try again. That was fascinating, the way that they scrambled that G to represent that it was hard to read.
My wing.
Huh? Wing?
Okay, yeah, it's always gonna be weird.
It's illegible.
Mitts.
I wonder, can I throw the stone at something other than the Raven? Have the Raven care about it?
Seashore.
I don't need the target practice. It seems to be ignoring me.
What would a blind old fool do with such a thing?
Yeah, so I'm starting to get to the point where I'm a little desperate.
Currents.
I just hit the point where I feel like I've tried all the things that I can think of. And now I'm down to sort of flailing a little bit. But I do have the operator. So let's try this again. This could be their solution to keeping the momentum up if I get stuck.
Aren't you even curious what's inside that tent?
What tent? Which tent does he mean? So I think this direction just had 83. Let's go ahead and give him beak, see what he does with that. Oh, he's that.
Step away.
Oh, he's gonna do this. I'm not stuck.
Behold the beak, fit for one who would carve and cut.
Sorry, I got distracted by the fact that wing wasn't working. I forgot that I had actually successfully made another recipe. So I was like, oh man, there must be something about the wing, something I need to do, but no. Okay, so now I've got some kind of knifey thing. A dagger. What can I do with a dagger around here? So okay, so he said, don't you even care what's in the tent. I don't know which tent he means. Because I think to the left, it was just the booth by that rocket ride, and then like there's that Valkyrie place with the 3 women. This looks like a tent. Oh, what?
It's too far off.
Oh, right. So if I had a wing, maybe I could go there. So I've got a dagger. That's great and all. Yeah, Tank is having the same thought. I don't know what to do with the dagger to help me get the wing, though. Why?
It's not a throwing knife.
I don't
need
know.
to cut that.
Cytotoxic.
Okay, so I know that if I just try to get him to say wing again, it's not going to work.
Specialist.
What else could I do with a knife? So, yeah, I think this needs me to reach a lever. I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do with a knife up there. It does help that each environment is simple enough that I can feel fairly confident I know everything that's in it once I remind myself that it exists in the first place. Let's look over here and see, but I don't think... Nothing here seems particularly stabbable.
What an idiot grin.
The ride of the Valkyrie is currently closed for want of worthy riders. In the future, the ride will return, should circumstances call for it.
The tank is asking about the symbols on the floor around the well, so I haven't been able to interact with them, so I don't know if I can even ask the game about them.
I can really just call the Valkyrie?
Why, so can I, or so can any man. But will it come when you do call for it?
You know you can't call her unless you have her number.
And we can't help you there.
Well, it's 431
Goodbye.
something. Okay. So maybe this is a thing that happens after I figure out the phone number. This I've already read.
Beware of dog. Too many winners. Shut down MOTDs. Find something for Ozzy to chew on.
I don't know what it means by MOTD. That might be a hint of some kind, but I don't know what it means. I assume there's no point in looking back in the telescope. Yeah, same thing as before.
I have to kill it.
All right. Yeah, this seems like a dead end right now. Yeah, there's nothing here. I mean, could totally stab this bird, right?
It would just fly away.
Stab.
He's already been cut off. I need to put in a quarter.
Ah, that's right. And I'll probably need a quarter to make that final call, too. Okay. Kind of stuck. Let's call the operator again, see if he's got a different hint.
Aren't you even curious what's inside that tent?
I am very curious. Okay, so there's one hint it's going to give me at this point. I've got an empty bottle, I've got a rock, I've got a dagger. I'm trying to think. Is there something I can do to combine these things? Like sticking the... Can I cut the bottle?
Need to cut that.
Can I cut...
I'd rather hold on to it. The last one came in handy.
Yeah. Can I fill the bottle with rocks?
I don't need the target practice.
I was thinking that maybe if there was a way to, like, cut the note so that it said a different word, but I can't think of another word that I could turn claws into. Maybe there's something in the control box? Can I, like, put a rock in there?
I don't need the target practice.
Can I stab it?
No need to bother with that. No need to bother with that. The game seems to have turned off.
Okay, so there's nothing to do here as far as I can tell.
The game seems to have turned off.
Okay, so maybe there's something I could have done with the control box before to help me win the game, but since I've won, it's moot now.
It's too far off. I guess some attractions are always out of reach.
What am I missing? I am definitely open to ideas from the chat.
Poe.
It's not much of a tree for climbing.
Recurrence.
I am starting to make stuff up here.
No need to cut that. I'm not going to threaten him. Tempting, but no.
Yeah.
Childhood.
I mean, maybe...
It seems to be ignoring me.
Myths.
Let's try making wing again and cutting the paper. I don't know if that has any purpose.
My wing.
Huh? Wing?
Maybe it's just... If I cut it, it'll be the word win and I can win the game.
I don't want to cut them. I don't want to cut them.
I want you to. There's nothing else I can do with it as far as I can tell.
It's illegible.
Wife.
The random words don't seem to have any purpose.
I can't use this as a work order. I've got no use for them.
The noose feels like it might be important, but...
I can't quite reach it.
Maybe if I had claws?
Phone call.
An empty bird bath.
What could be done with this bird bath? Maybe if I still had the Nepenthe. I could fill it up.
Anniversary.
I think the bottle's empty now, yeah.
There's nothing to fill it with.
Is there somewhere else that has a liquid I can fill the bottle with? Well, this is going to be a nice long video of me having no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I've got it. Wait, is this the same exit? All right, let's look up here.
Yeah, I get the message.
Let's see if there's something I missed up here. I avoided it before, but...
Didn't work. That's not going to work. No need to try that again.
Yeah, so I thought about throwing a rock at that earlier, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't think of it. Oh, I just nearly yanked the cord out of my headphones. All right, I'm going to fix it so I can hear the game. There we go. All right. Am I missing anything here? Is there something that's interactive? Yes, I feel the same way, protagonist.
I assume it controls the electricity. Non-stop show, huh? No wait. Tell that to whoever put this gate up. Looks like it's electrified.
Yeah, okay, so I am surprised that I didn't come back here and try throwing the rock at the lever earlier, though it didn't work. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like I saw maybe one more discrete object in here. Just like some... Oh, no, never mind. This looks like some kind of box or whatever, but it's just the trim of this thing, so never mind. What have I not done yet? I mean, I could always try typing in the first 3 numbers of her phone number. I mean, I think that's meant to be a partial number.
I need to deposit a coin first.
Oh.
We're sorry. We are unable to complete your call as dialed. Please check the number and dial again, or call your operator to help you.
It only takes coins.
Aw. I'm surprised there's not like a coin in the coin return, but you can't even like click on other parts of the phone. So I'm betting he's gonna give me the same hint, but I'm just gonna push O again because I'm here.
Aren't you even curious what's inside that tent?
Takes to just bust open the phone with a dagger. I mean, why not?
No need to cut that.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some entire area that I've missed. I just haven't noticed an exit or something like that. They've got all these arrows everywhere to like help me find places. Huh. I mean, I guess no matter what, I was always going to end this video not having completed the game. Still, I want to at least accomplish something. I don't want to like just get stuck and be stuck for half an hour and then end the video. That feels like a lot to do, or not enough to do, or something. There's nothing off to the left here? I already talked to the Maskettes. I'm pretty sure these exits are all one big exit down here.
I don't want to threaten them. I don't need the target practice.
I mean, I am at that weird failure point where I'm just trying everything, right? Because I can't think of something else to do.
That's not going to work.
Well, maybe it would make sense for me to jump in the hole again. I mean, maybe there's something there. So does 83 know anything else?
Goodbye.
You have said so before.
Oh, shut up. So,
I don't need the target practice.
Okay. Oh, yeah, jumping in the well is the only thing I can think of. Just seeing if something else happens. I love the way I fall, by the way. Just end over end like that. What is this eye? Yeah, no, I land here and...
I've got plenty.
Yeah, I picked up all the rocks in the world. There's nothing else around here that I can interact with. There's the sign, but I'm assuming...
I don't need the target practice.
That I don't need the target practice.
No need to cut that.
Alright, alright. Come on, I gotta at least do one more thing.
Stop me if you've heard this one. Man drags himself into his shrink's office. Says, Doc, I got this bad feeling. My wife thinks all I do is dwell on the bad stuff and complain. Shrink says to herself, why'd I ever go and marry my patient?
Ah. Alright. Is there a hint that I missed?
It's an ad for Nepenthe.
Right.
Win a bottle today at the shooting gallery. Already done. It says not all attractions are suitable to all ages. Visitors are encouraged to exercise judgment. Pretty vague as warnings go.
Anything? Oh, there's something over here.
If you can read this, you're already too close. Too close to what?
Like, once I go in here, I don't think I can back out again. So I'm trying to see if there's something I missed. But, I mean, the arrows...
Looks like they really want me to go in.
Yeah, there's nothing here. You know, I might be out of ideas. I might actually have to just sort of wrap this up, not having accomplished much in a while. That's that feels kind of bad, though. I mean, I could always look up a walkthrough, but I don't know. That's I feel kind of crappy too. If one of you looked up a walkthrough, that would at least be more fun to watch. Okay, I feel like I've done literally everything I can here. If I had seen more than 5 numbers, I would just start entering random combinations of numbers into the phone. Except, no, I need to insert a coin first anyway. So I definitely can't do the phone. The tank suggested throwing a rock at this raven. That's the one I threw it at that raven first.
Pick either direction, but definitely go left, I guess.
Wait, what? What?
The hole's just big enough to reach through.
What?
Got it. Sure is heavier than it looked. It's a good 30 feet out of reach. I'll need to get into the tent first.
Okay. Okay. Pixel hunting sucks. I'm just gonna say, like, my whole life, pixel hunting has sucked. No one wants to have to find a tiny, tiny thing on a screen like that. Okay, so I don't know what to do with a rat necessarily.
Nah, I smell a rat.
All right, sure.
Goodbye.
So what's a rat for? Oh, the tank suggests that now that I know about the hole, maybe I can cut it deeper.
The knife's not sharp enough to cut through the canvas.
Really? Dang it. That was a good idea. Especially because I've been thinking of this tent as being my destination. I needed wings. If this tent is my destination, that's a whole different problem to solve. But this is the thing that was labeled tent, but this has got a hole. So, okay. I've got a rat now.
Loathsome.
You're loathsome.
It seems to be ignoring me.
Toenails.
Can we clean the rat?
That's not going to work.
Okay. And I cut the rat open. Oh!
It was stuffed with quarters?
What? What?
Please help!
Yeah, same. Okay. Okay.
Constellation.
I got quarters now. Tank, I've already dealt with the dog. I don't need to worry about the dog anymore. I found some other meat for it to chew on. Right, let's talk to Murmur.
I am Murmur the Magnificent, great giver of counsel. What was, what is, and what will be are all mine to draw from the deck of your life. For what you've paid, we may speak of cards, and hear what suits the fates. What would you know?
Present.
My present.
I will tell you the figures. You will tell me the cards. And they will show us their truth. Let us begin. I see you, Quarren. What card shall stand for the man before me?
Huh. Right now I'm feeling like the fool.
The fool.
Ah, the excuse. An empty-headed vagabond wandering among wonders. The card suits you. But which best befits this place?
Huh.
Wheel of Fortune.
Eternally turning. Inescapable. Ever-changing. Tarot. Torah. Otar. Rota. The wheel. It will do for this strange land. Now, what will you pick for the old scribe you so lately stood beside?
What is a Hierophant?
The Magician.
The one that follows the fool, shadowed by the infinite. His hidden bidding is to wield your own wisdom. You would do well to heed the lesson. The fool. The wheel of fortune. The magician. What do these cards show? A man who outwits himself, lost in liminal space. That infinitesimal between whence and whither. His well of wisdom has run dry. A worm gnaws at the roots of his confidence, and thought and memory blind his mind's eye. That, correct, is what it is.
Wince and wither.
What was that? I feel like it just gave me maybe a legit tarot card reading. But what? Okay. What I need is a hint. Let's try the future.
I am Murmur the Magnificent. Great gift. What would you?
Okay, I can skip him. Let's talk future.
My future.
We will now speak of cards again. Once more, I see you, Quarren. What card will serve for the you?
Let's go. So I can't pick Fool again. Interesting.
The Hermit.
Holding a lamp to see and a staff to walk, but looking only inward, seeking only himself. The card suits you. Which one suits that ride, that Valkyrie, which promises to bear you up to where the great battle awaits?
The Chariot.
An obvious pick, perhaps.
Yeah.
And yet fitting, for it marks an act of decision by the one, stuck between the riddles of the Dark Sphinx and the light. It will do. There is but one more now. The dark thing that lurks above. What is its card?
The way I'm reacting to it, but then...
It's death.
Yes, but not the death you seek. The death of will. The death of movement. And yet, perhaps, a new beginning. So then, what have we? The Hermit. The Chariot. Death. You will call for 3, Wanton ONE. 3. And from among the dead, you will be taken, to be born and reborn, to rise, to fall, and rise again, until you find your way. That, Querent, is what will be.
Call! Call!
Okay, so... Okay. So the interesting thing is I was only able to pick up from among the cards for me. I was only able to pick the ones I hadn't picked yet, which means that I've got one more. I can eliminate one more card, and I wonder if completing those definitions of myself is going to somehow unlock something. So I'm going to try this one more time, and I'm going to choose the past. But it's also interesting that the bird repeated a word at the end. Call, call. I just realized I don't remember what the bird said for the first one. And I don't know if it mattered.
What would...
Okay. Let's choose the past.
My past.
Whence and where. Thank you.
We will
Tank.
now speak of cards again. For the final time, Querent, it is you that I see. What card do you make of the man you were?
I mean, I saw that noose from my past, right?
The Hanged Man.
Ever wanting wisdom, never knowing where to find it, stuck in time as a sacrifice to himself. A fitting choice. And what is the card for where he was?
The world.
The final card in the deck. That last perfect moment. The Holy Union with the Sacred Woman. A sound selection. And tell me, what card will we lay for her?
Priestess, Empress, Lovers. People have been calling her the Sacred Woman and stuff, so I wonder, is this what I should choose?
The Priestess.
She stands for a mystery, then. A life becalmed, and the need to look within. And so we have your cards. The Hanged Man, the world, the Priestess. What shall we make of them? A man who stands blithe and blind upon the very cusp of change, failing to heed a woman's flesh and blood, while making an idol of her. That, Querent, is what was.
Idle offer.
Okay, so what happens if I talk to him now that I've made all those selections?
I am Murmur the Magnificent. What would you know?
Yeah, so I'm out of cards now.
My present.
We have read the present, and you know what we saw. A man who outwits himself, that infinitesimal between whence and whither his well of wisdom is run dry. A worm gnaws at the roots of his confidence, and thought and memory blind his mind's eye.
I'm confused.
That querent is what is.
Okay, so I think all he's saying is that I'm confused and I need help. Which is true. Okay. I've got coins. I don't think I can do much with them, though. Doesn't seem to be anything.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try your call again. If you need help, hang up and then press 0 to dial your operator.
And I'm assuming it's going to be the same message if I hit 0.
When Murmur told your future, the words he used were numbers.
What?
A phone number.
What?
Remember how the masqueraders told you to call for a ride? Well, now you've got the number.
What? What? What are you talking about? Okay, so when he was telling me go to the tent, he wasn't saying you have to get into the tent. He was saying you have to get the coins from the tent. So that the next step was going to be to talk to Murmur. Murmur gave me... How did Murmur give me a number? He said, whence and whither, call... What was the thing from the future? The words he gave me were a number? Let's talk to him again real quick. Blast through it.
What?
He said, whence and whither when I said this. He said, call for this, right? What about... Let's hit the past.
My past.
We have read the past, and you, a man who stands blithe and blind upon the very cusp of change, failing to heed a woman's flesh and blood, while making an idol of her. That querent is what was.
Okay, now, it's got some new... There's some new options here talking to the bird.
Did you say something about an idle offer?
No, that animatronic card sharp did. Or did he say idle afar? The trouble with prophecies is the words have always got a double meaning.
Why did you say whence and whither?
Isn't that what the head said? 'Cause we ravens know all about the moment between whence and whither. Long, short, it all comes down to the same thing. When living becomes dying. And we get ready to dip our beaks.
All right.
Did you say call?
No, he said it.
Call 43 something something something.
Wait, did he say something like that? Hold on.
Goodbye.
Call was from the future, right?
What?
Let's listen to this again.
My future.
We have read, and you will call for 3 110 1 3, and from among
4 3 1 1 3.
that
4 3 1 1 3. And the idle offer joke was to tell 4 3 1 1 3. Okay. 4, 3, 1, 10, 1, 3.
Would you ride the swaying road to heaven?
I guess so?
Are you grown enough to bear the strain?
Absolutely.
Yes?
Then on wind and through cloud shall thunder the three.
Okay. Now, which direction was that? Up here? I think it was up here. No, this is the way to... Wait. Nope, not this way. Dang it, which way was it? Oh, right, it was past 8-3. That's right. Past 8-3, past the booth. It's this way. You know what I love, though? Even though I was like getting desperate at one point, I was like, oh, we should read a walkthrough. I didn't have to go to a walkthrough. This game does have hint, like, I could have figured out the answer to that puzzle the first time I heard it. I didn't, and then the game had more hints. So I could just, within the game itself, I could find the answer. Way more satisfying.
Good luck.
So where's this gonna take me? Okay. Bye.
Help me.
Dark thing. You are going to die, and she is going to live. Do you hear me? Well, I guess I made it. Just looking at it is agony. I need to kill it.
Right? Stabby, stabby,
I can't
stabby.
reach it through the bars.
Oh. What is this thing then? Well, whatever's possible. I mean, it's got to be something I do here. Do I just stand on this thing? Nope, that doesn't look like anything is happening.
That's not going to work.
I'm just trying everything, I don't know. Do you want a rat?
That's not going to work. It doesn't care about money. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I've got access to the dark thing now. I've got a rat skin. Hold on. Can I go back?
It's too far to go back on my own.
Okay, I think... I mean, I don't know if I've got...
Nothing to spend them on.
You know, the rock and the coin do not look very different.
I don't need the target practice. I don't need the target
Oh,
practice.
there's a bar. There's a bar. What? Oh, there's a bar I can interact with.
I'm coming for you.
This isn't going the way my character planned. Oh no! Ah! Ah! Oh. Same. Okay. I've got one more idea, but before we go try it, let's take a little break, because I think I've been playing this for a little while, and actually getting to the dark thing feels like a nice, satisfying end. So let's wrap up this video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll put a button right there. And thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to keep playing, and we'll see what happens.